Hello, viewers. Welcome to another episode of Josiah Agro TV. I want to tell you about what you need to succeed as a livestock farmer. What you need to succeed as a livestock farmer. Now, as a small livestock farmer that you're trying to scale up, what you need is not actually that much money. You need dedication, you need commitment, you need hardship, like you need hard work. That is what you need to succeed. Livestock farming is not something that you put in your money, just allow it to work for you. No, livestock farming is something that it will need your time. You need to be dedicated to what you're doing. You need time to be at the farm, just the same way I'm here. A lot of you are out there, maybe you just want to put in money and no, relax and let that money work for you. It doesn't work that way in livestock farming. It doesn't work that way, except you want to lose. Now, I always say I started this very farm this year, February. And if you look right here, you will see a lot of animals at the background. And all of these animals are mine. They are all mine. Except for the two inside there. Those two, I kept them separate in this section. Belongs to somebody that I'm about to send tomorrow. It's just two. Now, how am I able to accumulate all of these animals in a very short time? I work, and from my salary, I most times buy animals. From my salary, I'll just remove small money from there and I'll buy animals to keep as well. And I am also a livestock marketer. So small of my profit, sometimes I'll just combine profit and then I'll buy some goats. That is what I do. Now, if you are out there, don't you don't want to lose. You have to learn about what you're doing. Goat farming is not just something you don't know. Farming as a whole is a science. It's something you know. That is where you have to invest your money. If you don't know about goat farming, you better start learning. Yeah. The good thing is that you can start learning when you have started. You can just start, but just start with few numbers. Then you learn from there. Now, a lot of people will come online. Maybe their goat is sick, and you just see them post online. They'll just come to one platform and just put, "My goat is purging. What can I give to that goat?" Your goat is purging. There are a lot of things that can make a goat to purge, to have diarrhea. A lot of factors. So for you to know what to actually administer to your animal, your vet need to see that animal, or the person that you want to give remedy, you want the person to give you remedy, need to see that animal. How is the animal looking? How is the color of the poo? Is it greenish? Is it watery and greenish? Is it black and greenish? How is it? Is it black and watery? Sorry. How is it? You have to look at the color of the poo. Sometimes goats will have diarrhea because of change in feed. It will have diarrhea. Yeah. So in that case, most of the times you don't even need to administer any medication. What you just need to do is to give that goat what it used to eat. Like if you buy a goat from the north, mostly in the north, animals here we feed them with dry matters. In fact, because the granite hay we give them is dry, beans chaff is dry, guinea corn is dry, and most of those things are kind of dry feed. So we give them dry feed, and if you're taking them to other places and you just introduce them to a lot of greeneries, you see that they will be having issues. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't mean in the north goats don't eat green grass. They do. Like if you look around me here, you see maize, you see even inside this maize, there are grasses inside. Yeah, there are grasses. And sometimes when we weed these grasses, I still feed it to my animals. Most of the times, there are people that will even be selling all this green grass around. You still buy them and feed them to your animals. It doesn't mean goats in the north don't eat green grass. During the rainy season, there are grasses in the north. Yeah, if you go to the villages, you see that some northern villages, you see that during the rainy season, there are grasses, and these animals consume these green grasses. So don't get me wrong that they don't eat green grass. They eat green grass, but here in the north we have smaller time for the rainy season as compared to other part of the country where they have longer period of rainfall. So for you to be able to succeed in livestock farming, you need to understand what you're doing. You need to know what you're doing. And before, if you want to go and buy goats, just make sure you go with somebody that knows how to select. If that is, if you're going to the market, it is mostly advisable to buy a goat from a breeder. But if you're going to the market, just make sure that you go with somebody that knows how to select. Yeah, how to select animals, to check for sickness, if the animal is okay. You understand? You have to go with somebody that knows how to check all of those things before you buy your animals. Don't just walk into the market, you see a goat. Those people in the market, they can deceive you a lot. If you go to the market, you see a lot of people that want to come and assist you buy animals. Most of those people, in fact, 95% of those people, or if not 99% of those people in the market, you're saying in the market trying to help you, they know nothing about breed. They don't know about breed. What they are after is for you to buy animals so they can get their commission. That is just the truth. So if you go to the market and you want to buy, sometimes I see people come to the nothing market, they want to buy goats. You see them, somebody will just be following them. Now, once you tell the person, I am looking for Sahelian goats, automatically that person becomes a goat expert. He knows Sahelian goats. He will start showing you goats that are not Sahel. Any goat, maybe he sees that what you're looking for is a white Sahel. Yeah, to you, all Sahel are white. So if you just tell him you're looking for a white goat with long ear, any goat he sees that is white in color, he will try to convince you to buy. So that is one thing. So if you're going, just make sure you go with somebody that understand breed, that understand what you're going to buy. If you're coming to the northern market. So that is one thing you need to understand about that. So learn about what you're doing before you start, and also most importantly, learn about medication. Yeah, learn about medication, because most of these animals, you see, sometimes they will eat something that is not good. Sometimes they are always picking things from the ground. So they pick bacteria, they pick fungi, they pick different kind of disease or sickness, and then you see that they'll come down once in a while, they'll come down with one or two sickness. So you need to understand, okay, how to administer some basic antibiotics. And also make sure you get a mentor. If possible, get a mentor, somebody that you can, a breeder that you can just call and say, okay, look at what is happening in my farm, how can I do this? And the person will be able to put you through. Now, goat farming start from the building. Yeah, the building down to purchasing of the animal. Now, for you to have a healthy goat, you don't need sophisticated building. You don't need sophisticated building at all. What you need, you can just get a simple structure, just like this farm. It is a very simple structure. The house is not raised off the ground. The, the floor is not cemented. It is just a normal floor. This is the main house where they will go inside and rest during the rain. They go inside here. And if you look around here, this is an exercising yard. Yeah, I am able to keep a lot of animals here. Why? Because I am always coming to this farm to take on the animals. I give them feed, I administer medication to them. Most of the times if they are eating, I'm here. Look, I'll just come around and watch them. Anyone I see is not eating, I'll make sure I isolate that one. Then make sure I check what is actually wrong with this goat. Why is it not eating? Then I will just monitor the goat, and within just 2 days, 3 days, you see that goat will start eating perfectly again. So it is very, very important. So if this is your first time watching my video or coming across my content, my name is Josiah Adoga. And thank you for watching this episode of Josiah Agro TV. See you in the next episode. Bye-bye.